From an illustration project to comic books to an animated series, toys, video games, and eventually the big screen, if you grew up in the 90s, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were probably a big part of your childhood. You either loved the TV shows or the movies, had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle blankets or pillowcases, but most of us knew the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from their incredible Nintendo video games, especially the second and third games released in 1991 and 92. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, followed by the Hyperstone Heist. For me and many others, it was our first gaming experience. If you went to someone's house and they had Turtles in Time, you instantly became friends. Those were the days, sitting cross-legged on the ground with your boys, wide-eyed playing Turtles in Time. The good news is, if you refuse to grow up and still play video games, I have a little blast from the past to show you. My name's Eli with Rage Review, and this is the review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So how do you start a review about an iconic video game? Because that is exactly what this game is. It's a recreation of not only a retro game, but the style that resonated with players. So that's where we'll start. The artistic style and feeling of this game compared to its 30-year-old counterparts. So Shredder's Revenge, as you can see, is the spitting image of the classic games we know and love. But what I'm most impressed with is the dedication to the source material. The team at Tribute Games Montreal, yet another incredible game made here in Canada.
Fuck Canada!
Hey, fuck you, buddy!
Did an incredible job not only of replicating the old games, but adding to them in amazing ways that will really make you happy if you're familiar with the older games. The graphics are obviously better, but they do a really great job of retaining the pixel art style while not making it look too much like a modern video game. And the animations, they're absolutely incredible. They truly feel identical to the original games, which is amazing because other than some new animations, it feels like a carbon copy of the retro games, but it's a completely new game from the ground up, meaning they really put a lot of time and work into making sure they got the feeling and timing of the animations just right. The maps are also really nice, and most of them have some kind of ability to interact with them. Hidden doors, if destroyed, have collectibles behind them. Power boxes need to be destroyed so electrical cables on the ground won't kill you. Things like that add a little modern touch to the game without completely ruining the retro style feeling. Another really creative and funny thing they added to the game was the animations and just everything they did with the enemy ninjas. What I mean by that is you'll walk into a new area of the map and you'll kind of walk into enemy ninjas living normal lives, shopping, working, eating ice cream, and they'll stop whatever they're doing to fight you. It's like this is their only purpose in life is to fight you. It's such a small little addition to the game, but it's just a nice piece of comedy that really goes along well with the lighthearted nature of the Ninja Turtles. So we've sporadically gone over some of the visual details of the game, so let's get into the fighting mechanics. They are essentially exactly the same as they were 30 years ago. They've added some more fighting combinations, but I'm not gonna lie to you beautiful nerds, I'm a goddamn button-mashing fucking idiot when it comes to these fighting games like this. But that never held me back. As long as you're a good dodger, you won't have any troubles getting through the game on medium difficulty. That brings us to my favorite part of the game, the bosses. They are so damn sweet. The devs really spent a lot of time making sure they got the bosses right, and it paid off, no doubt. They are abundant, beautiful, and can be quite challenging, each offering a unique challenge to some extent. From Bebop and Rocksteady to Chrome Dome, all the bosses are as awesome, if not more so than the originals. And in your final battle against Super Shredder, I noticed the music changed to a badass rap song that sounded exactly like Wu-Tang, and well, it was Wu-Tang. So that brings us to the music. Most of the music seems to be the original game's music. Still great, but it wasn't until I started hearing lines from Ghostface Killah that I really started to feel hype. It was a really great way to end the game, and I couldn't think of a better artist to create the final song for the final boss. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. It's a carbon copy of the art style and the play style of Turtles in Time, but with a modern touch and some amazing music. I really have nothing bad to say about the game. It's on Gamepass, so if you're an Xboxer, then you might as well play it. And even if you're buying the game outright, it's 100% worth it. It's only a couple hours long, but if you plan on playing it with buddies, you can't go wrong. It also supports up to 6 players couch co-op and a few other hardcore game modes, so definitely try it out. You won't be let down. This has been Eli with Rage Review. See you next time. Oh yeah, and please like and subscribe if you got anything from this video. I'm only like 1% of you are subscribed, so just please, for the love of fucking Jesus Christ, smash that goddamn fucking subscribe button and help me out a little bit here, alright? Thanks, guys.
Still face foot playing villains and more. With heroes in a half shell going